Sag, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler, and this is your intuitive energy reading for this week. These readings are designed to be timeless, and just as a disclaimer, I tend to be a week or two ahead with some of my information, so keep an open mind. This will work for you if you have a sun, moon, rising, Venus in your chart. And of course, if you're a cross watcher, feel free to reverse the roles. I may or may not be speaking with you directly during this reading, so we're going to get in on all the juicy stuff potentially regarding your Sagittarius. Also, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, as it won't apply to all, this is of course a general reading. I'm currently not providing personals. I typically do. However, as to my own energy work, I've had to kind of withdraw and just remain in my comfy zone, cool as a cucumber type of energy. So I'm not really doing personal readings, at least for the next week. Okay. So, if you would like, you can follow me over to Vimeo, however, for the almost personal extended reading. We're going to get into those juicy details. If you guys resonate, please follow me over there to see where this goes. But I'm excited to get in your energy, Sag. I think that this is going to be a good reading for you. Let's see what comes up through my sacred geometry activations deck. What is being activated within Sagittarius this week? Emergence. It's a big number. Okay, we've got 7. This is movement. Movement. Now, if I can get just a better lighting here for you guys. There we go. That's a little bit better. We have a number 7, which is movement. Okay, emergence means that you could be emerging from a difficult situation or a difficult phase. Quite literally, you're going to emerge from this phase a better version of self, okay? You only improve with this card. So we're looking at potentially feeling defeated, moving forward in a different way, and then finally feeling successful. It's okay that if this message is bittersweet, because I think what you're already going through, you probably already know you're going through it. Okay, so if you feel like you're on cloud 9 very recently, this message may not be for you. This message is for Sagittarians who need to move, who need to emerge from a difficult situation. And before I turned on the camera, I actually felt a lot of insecurity surrounding you guys. Something that you've done very recently has potentially been reckless, or you've taken a leap of faith, and it may have backfired. It may have not served you, okay, not served your goals. You're having to sort of go within at this time to really feel what is needing to be done and to reemerge in that way, okay? So Sagittarius, I feel a little bit emotional in your energy, I'm not going to lie. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach your reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So if you want to have innocence and wonderment in your life, you need to withdraw maybe from some of the control issues that you've been having, because I do feel that. I do feel a little restless and insecure. Maybe you're comparing yourself too much to others, okay? This can mean that you need to emerge from your comfort zone, Sag. There's some sort of zone or barrier that you're wanting to control because it's your safe zone, and I really feel that. So let's go with my manifesto. Let's see what comes up for Sagittarius. Please show me what I need to see for Sagittarius. Show me what I need to see for Sagittarius. We have too many. There's like 4 or 5 that came out. So the universe has a lot of advice for you, Sag, but we're going to continue on and get even more clarity. Just one very simple, very sweet message for Sagittarius, please. Nothing remarkable in our personal growth can be achieved without opening to love and unleashing its joyful fire into the world. You guys, this is a very, very cute message actually, with like a little bit of a fire burning underneath. we're asking you to move forward in a very innocent and pure way. Okay, you may be involved with a Leo. When this kind of energy comes up, it typically reminds me of the Leo energy. As the Leo energy knows how to play. The universe is asking you to have fun. The universe is asking you to, kind of embrace the challenges or embrace the obstacles like you're a child. When you were a child, you kind of you ran really hard just to see if you could do it. You jumped over the hurdles and you felt like you were just flying, or you would lift something heavy and you just pretend you're Iron Man. It's kind of that energy coming from you. Now, Sagittarius, I feel like some of you could be personal trainers. I feel like some of you could work with people one-on-one. And this element of play could be really pivotal to your success or your business as well. That's what I'm seeing for some of you. I'm also seeing muffins. Okay, so some of you are literally craving things, indulging in things, maybe getting a little off track with things. And the universe is just saying, enjoy. Enjoy the muffin. Enjoy it, baby. You deserve it. So nothing remarkable in our personal growth can be achieved without opening up to love and unleashing its joyful fire into the world. So if you're not feeling so much of this joyful fire, Sag, I would just say that it's time to unleash the resistance, or not unleash the resistance, but let go of the resistance, okay? Let go of the need to control. Because it is causing quite a bit of emotional turmoil, as I see. You just gotta go with the flow. You gotta start where you are. That's all. Okay, so let's go with my Psychic Tarot as always. Psychic Tarot, please show me what I need to see. Yeah, some foundational shifts are happening for you guys, and this is being very spirit-led. We have universe, firm foundation, and another one that came out, and I can't remember. I can't remember what it was, but that was kind of a pre-shuffle. It definitely wasn't set in your energy yet, so I'm going to focus a little bit more. OMG. You guys, we gotta talk. We have got to talk, Sagittarius. When I said unleash, I didn't mean your fury. When I said unleash, I did not mean in an angry way. You guys, you are one of the signs that can't hold back. You got nothing to say until you're really mad. I feel like some of you could be going through a reading or an energy in this reading that you are kind of mad about. Okay? So, as I was really settling into your energy, half of my deck spewed out onto the floor. It unleashed from my hand. And I will say I'm hearing that that's not a good thing, so we'll see where this goes. Sagittarius, we gotta talk. Now, this will not resonate with all of you, but I need to get some Sagittarius out there on the right track, because this is the Death card. Now, some of you could have water in your chart. As I was saying, this is a very emotional energy coming through. And this is a scorpionic energy of water and fire. So typically, Sagittarius, I kind of feel like you guys are really lighthearted, really easygoing, really easy to approach. But something is going on in your life, and it's an ending, it's a closure, and you're not letting go of it. Death has come to this situation. You are currently dying. You are currently having to let go of something, and it is really bothering you. It is really bothering you. So when I said that this is a scorpionic energy, I will say that Scorpios are known for their intensity, for their fire, for their spite, and there's something behind this card that is truly sort of malicious. It is truly sort of like I'm hearing like sabotage or something that's being said behind your back, or you are saying something behind someone's back. And, you know, there's something going on that is really fueling this fire. And it's getting really intense, but you're almost like holding your arm over the flame. Like you're refusing to pull away, though it is hurting you. That's really how I feel about this. Now, of course, this is like jumping right into a very specific reading, very specific message, and I will say it's not going to be for everyone. So don't give your power away to me. Don't give your power away to any tarot reader, okay? Material harvest. You guys, this is beautiful. Number 9. What I will say is, as soon as you reemerge from this death, you will be all right. Okay, we got the number 9. This is material harvest. You think you're going to be dead for long? No. Why death comes, why the darkness comes over, is so it can shed light. Okay, you're being brought to a new place. You're being brought to a better place. You're going to reemerge in a better way, okay, as a more grounded version of self. This number 9 is a very independent card, saying you did it all on your own. You didn't do it with anyone else. You didn't do it because of anyone else. You did it because you deserve it. You did it because you knew you could, okay? So it's a humble energy, but it is a beautiful energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Taurus as well. This number 9 also represents an ending, okay? So where you have felt stuck and stagnant, and it may involve finances. You could be involved with an earth sign or a water sign. This is the situation that's ending so that you can re-emerge, okay, later on potentially, or shortly after, in the way that is better suited for you. Okay, so the universe really does have your back with this, though it may seem like it's out of the blue, or that you really want what's being put in front of you. There's something else. Okay, there's something else, there's someone else. All right, let's see if any more energy comes out for you. I want to say Scorpio or Aries. So you may have both of those energies, or one of those energies strongly in your chart. You could be dealing with someone with one of those signs. Okay, so it's asking you to get outside your comfort zone, or get out of your thoughts, and to know that there is hope in this situation. Root chakra. So what I will say to this, guys, is that I really feel some of you need to move physically. Now listen, because we're talking about a relationship as it stands now, we are looking at something that is needing to be transformed. We're looking at some issue involving your home, family, and finances. Home, family, relationships, and finances. That is really hitting you at home. It's really hitting you where you live. It's hitting you where you are. And in essence, something is coming to an end. A chapter is coming to a close, and you need to be able to let this go so that you can remain hopeful of the future. If you don't let this go, then firstly, your material success cannot come to you. And secondly, you're going to be holding on to something that isn't yours anymore. It's not yours, I'm hearing, okay? So it's very specific for some of you. But this situation, it can mean that this isn't the good situation for you to be in. It could just mean that it's not your situation to be in. It's not your situation to partake in, okay? I'm hearing the word precedence. So I'm feeling like you don't have precedence here. So this could be a legal situation, and it could involve money. Could involve a contractual agreement, okay, or plans for the future. We have the numbers 117 coming up, which are my favorite numbers. And I have hope being the card of Aquarius, okay, in the major arcana. So there is hope here. And you're being given resources, but you've got to start from the ground up, right? That is what this base chakra means, is the ground up, moving, getting down to the bottom of things. This is very survival, okay? So what you need to be focusing on right now, and as it seems the material harvest is indicating, that there is a need for financial support. There is a need to start again in a different way, to move forward, to close a chapter, and to get what you deserve, okay? But basic necessities are implied, so shelter. Okay, that's what I'm sensing for you guys. Shelter, a secure place to live, a supportive relationship, love, food, water. Okay, very, very grounding energies, to get back out in nature, to breathe the fresh air. There are things that humans need, right, to sustain our wellness and well-being. And what I feel for this, you guys, is that some of you are choosing to embrace the death of this. Okay, that is the higher road of this emergence energy. And this is the personal growth that we see once you open yourself up to the potentials. The joyful fire. What does fire do? It's an alchemical symbol for change. Okay? Joyful fire. It's asking you to take joy in this process. It's asking you to take joy in maybe transforming this situation into something that you may not be able to recognize afterwards. It's asking you to go through the pain, but not to stay there. To go through the pain, but not to hold your arm out there thinking that you want to stay here and control the situation. How do you control fire, you guys? How do you control what fire burns? You can feed it, you can keep it going, or you can let it die. Those are the options you have. Okay? But what I see is that you have a choice to make. Okay? These are the two options you have, and you're in very much a mental conflict over this. And so I really resonate with this because some of my most loved people in my life are Sagittarians. And I feel like this is a very Sagittarian energy of feeling directionlessness. Just complete abyss energy where you literally don't know where to go. And I think that may actually be a good energy for you because that allows the universe to plant some seeds in your mind. Okay? Plant some seeds, give you different thoughts, give you different options or scenarios to kind of play around with so that you can have an advantage here. Even though what I think you want right now is maybe being taken from you or has left, there is something else coming your way that the universe really wants to give you, but you need to become grounded. You need to look forward. You know what the Aquarian energy of the major arcana is? It's forward movement. It's forward thinking. It's being the person to create the change, okay, rather than the victim of change. That's a very distinctive, there's a very distinct energy change there, okay? Are you a victim or are you empowered, okay? And so you have to really be honest with yourself about how you're going about this change, how you're viewing yourself, and what you're allowing to change. Because if this is a relationship, I'm just going to say I kind of feel like you're holding on. I kind of feel like you're not able to let go or heal. Okay. But regardless, if this is financial because of it, if you're holding on because you're afraid of the financial abundance, I really feel like as soon as you just make a decision, as soon as you decide upon something, you're going to be able to succeed at this in a different way than you thought potentially, right? It's something about what you're thinking has to happen when actually the universe is like, it's not going to happen that way. Okay? Unfortunately, for some of you guys who resonate with this, I really kind of feel like you have to let something go. You have to let something burn. It's already in the burning stages, and if you hold your hand on the fire, you're just gonna get burned. You're just gonna get burned. And I feel this burning sensation in my gut, like you already have been burned. This is a major disappointment potentially for some of you. That's why transformation and hope come out to just encapsulate the situation. Like, what has ended is something that needed to end, and what is beginning is something that you need to begin. Okay? So let's see. What is Sagittarius dominant energy this week? Okay, Maiden of Wands comes up in reverse. So I do feel this is a love. I do feel that this is a sexual, passionate chemistry that you feel with someone. Maybe this is a slight disappointment and the directionlessness, okay, that comes with it. Sagittarius, this is absolutely you. This is absolutely you, you know, kind of feeling like I'm really getting this feeling of restlessness, of insecurity, of control, and of a really ruthless energy to win or to just have what you want. Now the universe is saying, let's turn this around and let's listen. You know, if you're doing a lot of the talking and if you're like expressing yourself and you're not really listening a whole lot, the universe is asking you to just stop. To just stop. Because you're trying too hard, you're trying too much. Okay, Sagittarius, this is what we said. This is not a situation that you can win, right? This is not a situation that you can control. We have 2 5s. 5s represent change. 5s, especially in this energy, are bad. They're a conclusion that you have to come to, because the further you fight for this energy, the more it hurts you. Okay, and you have to know that. With the 5 of Cups and 5 of Swords, we see an emotional loss, and we see mental distortion. We see mental conflict, arguments and battles that no one wins. Very manipulative energy, very seductive energy, very confusing energy. Okay, misdirected, not in touch, not aware. Now, what I will say is you could be dealing with a air sign, because we have Hope and we have the Magician. Now, both energies are air, Aquarius and Gemini. It could be also a Libra. But we see this is what's actually bringing you your new beginning. This is what's actually giving you hope as to what you will receive if you follow this divine guidance. If you act accordingly, or if you start to listen. Because remember, the Magician is communication. It's Mercury. It rules business, travel. Okay? And when we have the number 1, the universe is giving you reason, motivation to move forward, because there's resources here for you that are untapped. That is what the Magician means. So if we're looking in context to, you know, the different 5s, it literally means that you are leaving a situation. You do realize that you are put in a lose-lose situation here, and that something has got to change. Something has got to change. You've got to move forward. You've got to take advantage while you still can. Because remember, are you going to be a victim of fate? Are you going to be a victim of your circumstances, fighting to the end? I'm hearing like bloody battle or something like that. Just like something that everyone loses. Okay? And if you think you're going to win in this way, it's a real sore energy, because you're going to feel like such a sore loser. You really are. And this Magician will only be postponed. It'll just be over here while you're still here with the vultures and crows and moths. Okay? So to bring this into the picture, you have to quite literally leave the battle. You have to quite literally, cut your losses, I'm hearing, and begin anew somewhere else. The Magician, of course, represents travel, as I said, you know, and so this is the foundationalism. You guys are moving. You guys are getting away from this toxic situation, from this relationship, from this thing that is out of your control. Okay? 4 of Cups, you guys, come on. This is the card of not wavering, okay? And there is, I feel, a time crunch here, because the universe is playing nice. The universe is allowing you a choice to step out of this situation for yourself. Okay? After the 4 of Cups comes, you have to know these 5s come into play. Okay? This is your option. You got to let go and let God, or you stand to lose a lot more. Okay? So what I will say is this could be as simple, you guys, as, going out and getting a different job, feeling stuck or isolated where you are, not having options or not being valued where you are. You know that this situation is slowly coming to a close and you're having arguments, you're not being understood, you're not being heard. And it's just this, it's almost like the youngest child syndrome, where you're like, nobody listens to me, and like we can laugh about it because we all kind of get that way. We all have that in us. But especially if you are the youngest, or if you are reliant on someone and it's always just been very comfortable for you, and they're now taking away their support and they're like, handle it on your own, then it's like, but you always have done this for me. It's almost like that. And so you're fighting a battle that is not going to be good for you. Actually, what would be good for you is accepting and embracing this change. That's just point blank what I see, okay? So we're going to go further into this on Vimeo. I really feel like we're gonna get down to the bottom of this during that session. If we can only see, what would be the best option for you, and what the magician is trying to bring you, I think that will really help clarify and maybe soothe your emotions at this time. You guys, if you do anything, if you take anything from this reading, know that the universe is wanting you to emerge in a powerful way. They're not wanting to take power from you. What they're taking from you is actually what's disempowering you in the first place. So transformation and material harvest are for your betterment. They literally are. The universe is saying, why are you kicking and screaming? We're going where you want to go. It's like when you bring a child into when your child is like one needing to take a nap or something. It just, you don't understand. We're going where you want to go. But people around you are having to be really patient. People around you in the universe is like, it's just, you got to listen, okay? We're not going to be able to go where you want to go if you don't calm down. If you don't settle yourself, if you don't take your control back, if you don't control yourself, because you're trying to control everything but yourself. You're trying to control every outcome but your own emotions. So instead of projecting what you feel, bring it back in. Bring it back in. Take control and responsibility for what you feel. And then the options can come to you. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of that in the clarity, but please take care of yourself, Sag, for whoever I'm connecting with. It does feel like you guys have just been through the ringer very recently, and it's really time to focus on the necessities, focus on your balance, focus on the grounding, focus on where you are, where you could go, where you're going, and what's dying out, and really just release it, okay? Thank you guys so much. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.